Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to the video review. I do apologize, it's been a while since my last video, and I know I'm going to keep saying this whenever in between events, whatever, but I've been so busy with the Thomas and the Astrological Epicness video, or movie I should say. Don't worry, it's near completion. There's just a couple more things I need to add to it, and then it should be good to go. I haven't uploaded the trailer yet, but the trailer should be up at some point this week, so don't worry about that, guys. All's well that ends well, I guess. Anyways, so this time, guys, we are going to be taking a look at the, well, I'm still stunned by this, not in a bad way, but a very good way. We're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise first two episodes. This is the new cartoon, by the way. We're going to take a look at the episode pilot, part 1. Now, before I continue with the review, I just want to clarify that in my Transformers continuity reviews, I already did a review on Robots in Disguise, which was a cartoon that came out in 2001. Don't be confused, guys. This is a totally different cartoon, and it follows the events of Transformers Prime. Anyways, so, episode starts off where we are introduced to Bumblebee and Strongarm, and they are chasing down a fugitive Sideswipe. He's a rogue Autobot. As they're chasing him, Bumblebee, he sees a vision of Optimus Prime in a pool or whatever, and he points to the Cybertronian Museum to go and take a space bridge to Earth because there's trouble going on down there. We'll get to that later, but they try to catch Sideswipe, which eventually they do. Unfortunately, they destroy the statue of Optimus Prime that was made following the events of Transformers Prime, and of course Cybertron's fully restored. That's amazing when it's that way. Cybertron looks pretty cool. I can't wait. I'm curious to see. We'll see more of it later in the series, but you never know. So then we're introduced to Denny and Russell. They are Denny's a lover of collecting rare items, and essentially they're living in a scrapyard. So pretty much he and Russell they have a conversation, which is interesting. It's funny. The irony of this episode, Russell doesn't like to be called Rusty, but I actually have a friend who prefers to be called Rusty rather than Russell, but what a coincidence. Anyways, so, go back to Cybertron. They find the space bridge. Bumblebee distracts the security guards long enough so they could get to Earth. However, Bumblebee tells them that he wants to do this solo, but Strongarm says that he needs to be accompanied because he's technically a lieutenant and he's required to be with someone else. But anyways, it's Bumblebee. He can do whatever the hell he wants. But anyways, so pretty much then we see the Elkamor, that is the Decepticon prison ship, capturing like a couple of hundreds of fugitives, and then we're introduced to Fix-It, who is a minicon that technically glitches out whenever he speaks. He's funny. I'm not lying. He's simply amazing. He's funny. I can't wait to see what he does later on down the series, but never know. And then pretty much what happens is that one of the Decepticon stasis pods activates, and we're introduced to the Decepticon Underbite. My God, he looks so interesting. Like, he turns from a Cybertronian four-wheel tank of death into a lizard thing. That's the best I could describe his robot mode. And at first I thought that was his alternate mode, but no, it's his... Anyways, obviously the Decepticons are animal themed, with with vehicle, organic like vehicle forms. So that's a pretty cool take. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot like the 2001 RID cartoon, where it was basically the Decepticons, the G2 Decepticons, and the RID Predacons forming an alliance kind of thing. Anyways, so going back to what I was saying, so Russell is going to find what crashed, because earlier they hear, so they crashed. Turns out it was the Decepticon prison ship, the Elkamore, and Russell encounters Sideswipe while he's on his joyride or whatever, or he's pretty much by itself. And then, of course, as I said, they encounter Underbite, they escape, and eventually all the other Autobots beat up, and then we see Grimlock, who is awake from the stasis pod. He wants to fight, but Vixit kind of shuts him up. And then at the end of it all, we see Underbite seeing the Crown City, which is in Copenhagen, and he pretty much goes after the city, and then, well, technically the scrapyard, I meant to say, which comes to the realization to Russell that Denny is still there trying to sell stuff. And yeah, that's the end of the episode. All in all, I gotta say, this episode was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be really curious to see with the other Decepticons. I mean, yes, we've seen photos, whatever, and obviously seeing Optimus. I wasn't surprised we're gonna see Optimus in this, because in some way, but I'll get to that in the second part of the opener, as we'll call it. But yeah, all in all, very cool episode. I would highly recommend watching the episode. It's amazing. You won't be disappointed by it, and it's a great way to start the new series. So yeah, that's my video review, the Transformers Robots in Disguise episode pilot, part 1. I'll see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible next video, and yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.